badly hurt. Joe Rogan's reaction to Mike Tyson's hospitalization after the Jake Paul fight. Joe Rogan was visibly shaken and deeply concerned after learning about Mike Tyson's hospitalization following his fight against Jake Paul. Rogan, who has long been a close friend and confidant of the boxing legend, expressed a mix of shock, disbelief, and heartbreak over Tyson's condition. "I just hurt to see Mike there in that situation," Rogan said on his podcast. "Knowing Mike, knowing what he can do, and then seeing him there with Jake Paul. That just hurt me." Rogan emphasized his admiration for Tyson's iconic career and the ferocity that made him one of the greatest fighters of all time. Prior to the fight, Rogan had openly questioned whether it was wise for the 58-year-old Tyson to be stepping into the ring, even against a relatively inexperienced opponent like Jake Paul. "We're going to find out that 58-year-old men are 58-year-old men, no matter what they look like," Rogan cautioned, drawing attention to the physical toll that decades of intense boxing had taken on Tyson's body. Rogan praised Tyson's legendary status and competitive spirit, but stressed the risks of continuing to compete at this stage of his life. "Mike's a legend, no doubt about it," Rogan acknowledged. "But fighting at this stage of his life is a dangerous game." The podcast host pointed to Tyson's declining physical abilities, noting that the explosiveness and endurance that defined his prime years have naturally diminished with age. "He's not the same fighter who could knock out anyone in a heartbeat," Rogan observed. "His mind is sharp, but his body can't keep up." Rogan also questioned the ethical aspect of allowing such fights to happen, particularly against younger, fitter opponents like Jake Paul. "There's an accumulation of injuries that everyone has," Rogan admitted, emphasizing the importance of preserving Tyson's health and legacy rather than risking unnecessary harm. In the wake of Tyson's hospitalization, Rogan's concerns have only been amplified. He expressed deep empathy for the boxing icon, acknowledging the struggle of watching a legend like Tyson face physical setbacks. "Just no avoiding it," Rogan lamented, referencing the inevitable wear and tear that comes with a lifetime of intense athletic competition. Despite the setback, Rogan remains steadfast in his admiration for Tyson's indomitable spirit and resilience. "He's human like all of us," Rogan said, drawing parallels between Tyson's mundane struggles and the frailties that come with aging, even for the greatest of athletes. Ultimately, Rogan's reaction underscores the complex emotions surrounding Tyson's return to the ring. While he marvels at the boxer's unwavering determination, Rogan cannot help but worry about the long-term consequences of Tyson's continued pursuit of glory. As the legendary fighter navigates the twilight of his career, Rogan and countless others are left to reconcile their reverence for Tyson's greatness with the realities of time and the human body.